Good afternoon and welcome to Shoe TV News. My name's Josh Chapman.
And I'm Ellie Colton. World Autism Awareness Day was celebrated recently and one charity in Sheffield ran a special event to celebrate it.
Sparkle Sheffield ran a chocolate teddy bear hunt in Grays Park for children with autism and their families, and Ellie went along to see what was happening.
Sparkle Sheffield is an autism charity who support the families of those with autism. And with so few autistic charities in Sheffield, Leash D'Souza, the founder and CEO of Sparkle, feels it is crucial awareness is brought to the disability.
2nd of April is World Autism Awareness Day. It's a very important day because across the world everybody is recognising autism, which is just awesome. So we decided to do a chocolate teddy bear hunt. Oh boy, did the kids enjoy it. And then at the end of the hunt, the children have, children, adults or young people, they have like a word to figure out. And once they figure out that word from getting all the clues from all the different hunts, then they get a chocolate teddy bear.
And I think it's important as a part of the community to all be working together and obviously having a good time.
And we went for a teddy bear hunt and I really did enjoy it.
It wasn't easy at first, but we finally got it. So we went all around the park to find different clues, but we didn't get the last two, but we still managed to get the word.
Being with other parents that understand that the difficulties of having autistic children is actually just quite nice.
We did a teddy bear hunt. It was pretty good until somebody slowed us down.
For the families here today, this event is a safe place in which they can be supported and have fun without the fear of being judged by other people who do not understand how those with autism can behave.
Child with autism goes out, they're very unpredictable, not too sure how they'll cope with certain situations, and because of the fact that parents can be judged so badly by other people because it's an unseen disability and people think that they're being naughty, they tend not to go out. So one of the most important things that we do is we put on an event that's just for them.
Many more events up and down the country for Autism Awareness Week have been going on today. This was Ellie Colton for Shoe TV News.
In sport now, and the Sheffield Hatters basketball team now have to win every game to secure a playoff spot, following a disappointing 71-57 loss away at the Manchester Mystics. The Hatters are currently 3rd in the WBBL table and take on top of the table Sevenoaks Suns on the 6th of April. The Suns are currently undefeated and are set to win the league.
A proposed new £50 million apartment block has gone to public consultation here in Sheffield. The site of Kangaroo Works on Rockingham Street is the next part of the Heart of the City 2 scheme. Completed works such as the Light Cinema are also part of the scheme.
Women's football across the country and around the world is really starting to make gains in its popularity and success, and one local team are looking to bask in that growing success.
Yes, that's right. Barnsley FC ladies, who play in Division 1 North of the FA Women's National League, have made it to the final of their County Cup competition and will be playing on a men's championship ground. Josh has been to find out more.
It's been a good season so far for Barnsley FC ladies. After avoiding relegation last season by just a point, new coaching staff have come in and have turned the club's fortunes around. A good continuing league campaign and only losing 1-0 in the semi-final of the FA Plate competition have meant happier times for the Reds, but both of those are overshadowed. They have reached the final of the Sheffield and Hallamshire County FA Cup and will play Huddersfield Town ladies, a team they've had mixed fortunes against in the past. The final will take place here at Rotherham United's New York Stadium on Sunday the 12th of May, with kick-off being at 3 o'clock. Reds assistant boss Andrew Glossop says the team are pleased to reach the final, but assures that they're under no illusions, recognising how difficult the game will be.
I think it's important for us as a club because I think it shows that we're going places again. We know the County Cup's going to be difficult against Huddersfield, who obviously in a good position in the league above. So we're working hard towards that, and that's sort of our aim now, I think, towards the end of the season. But I think, considering it's the staff's first season as well, it's important. Just sort of shows that we can hold our own feet on cup competitions, and we want to push on really, and obviously try and do our best in the final. Midfielder Darcy Green and defender Sophie Bell are key figures in the Reds team. Sophie scored in the Reds' latest league victory and Darcy received player of the match in the same game. They're both excited to be in the final after such a positive season.
The season we've had, the very least we deserve is sort of a final, and it's something that is a big occasion for all of us, and I think everyone's very excited for it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We didn't have the best start to the season, but
as we've progressed, we've done really well, so we're all looking forward to it.
Darcy plays in the same team as her identical sister Drew. She says that it's great sharing a pitch with her despite some arguments.
It's great sharing such a good experience with my twin sister, but we do get into some arguments sometimes, but we enjoy playing together, so yeah.
So, can they do it? Well, the answer lies in Rotherham on the 12th of May. Josh Chapman, Shoe TV News. Now, it's been a bit breezy here in Sheffield today, but what's the weather going to be like over the coming days? Molly can tell us more.
Here in Sheffield, we're going to see another drastic change in the weather. The back end of last week, we saw a heat wave where it was actually hotter here than it was in Barcelona. However, starting from tomorrow, it's going to be very hit and miss, where we reach lows of 2 degrees.
It is going to get cloudier by the day, with strong winds ranging from 8 to 16 miles per hour. We will have a wet weekend with 33% chance of sleet, so make sure you wrap up warm.
That's the weather from me here at Park Hill, Sheffield. Back to Ellie and Josh in the studio.
Well, thank you for that, Molly. But unfortunately, that is all we've got time for today.
Yes, thank you for joining us. We will see you very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
How many people know that this is how their favourite boiled sweet starts out? Tucked away in Sheffield is Maxon's, one of the UK's few remaining traditional sweet factories. It's a family-run business that employs just 25 people, yet it provides sweets for those home and abroad, from Otley to Orlando.
We're an old-fashioned sweet manufacturing company. We've been around since the 1880s. And we just make all your old-fashioned boiled sweets, all the old favourites, so cola cubes, pear drops, Yorkshire mixture, pineapple chunks, all the stuff you'd expect to see on an old sweet shop shelf. We've tried to reinvent things as we go as well, so you've now got into the sour sweets. So it's a case of what people know, what people love. It's great through the winter if you've got sore throats. Through the summer we always have died off a little bit. So it's when it comes into its own with herbal flavours and sort of more wintry sort of flavours.
The company create over 100 types of boiled sweets, however little changes in the production process. It all starts out as a glucose mixture, which is poured out at 142 degrees onto a slab so it can slowly cool. Colour, flavouring and citric acid are then added to the mixture before it is moulded into a larger sausage shape. From there, the sweet is fed into a machine that converts it into its final form, which is in this case a fish. When you think of boiled sweets, you'd be forgiven for associating them with the older generation. So how have Maxon's managed to sweeten up the youngsters?
The sour sweets are coming into their own now. They've really taken off when kids are going into those, and that's a market we've always lacked, is that sort of younger end of the scale. We've always had that older demographic, but the younger demographic's now coming through with the sour sweets. We're not a big manufacturer, so we're all looking for little niches. So you've got your sour sweets, you've got your old-fashioned sweets going through the more sort of high-end deli markets where they've become a gift. So putting the story of the age of the company behind it. So we've got a brand that dates back to the 1840s, and we've reinvented that to hit that high-end and the export market with the story that's behind it. So it's just finding your little niches all the way through.
So many traditional items go out of fashion or die off. But for the boiled sweet, the future looks bright. Joel Moore, Shoe News.
Alright, so we're about to head to the venue. I like to get Stormy put in the car with my security first. And ask them, the paparazzi, nicely to not take any pictures of her. So we're putting her in the car. I think they just took some pictures. I just saw some flashes. So, we'll see. But we're about to head to the venue and have a Travis and wait for the show to start.
That's how we already know when it's here. My dog will probably do it for Louis Bell. That's just all he know, he don't know.
before we start, I'd love to ask you a few questions. For example, who's some of the toughest strikers of a ball that you've come across so far in your career?
Well, obviously I think you can easily say Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, Ibrahimovic, and so I played against all of them, especially my time in Spain. I remember the first 1 and 2 years when I was there, you were obviously still learning.
What does it feel like when you save a shot from someone like Messi or Ronaldo?
Yeah, it's great, you know. Obviously when I was a kid, even when I was 18, I was playing with my team in Genk. You know, if you didn't save them in important games, you know, Champions League or just to win the La Liga, for example, if you didn't make that winning save, you know, that's the best feeling. You know, it's not like a striker who score, and it's different for a goalkeeper, but those saves obviously that win games, that are fantastic.